Welcome back, everybody, and today I have some great news from you again, coming from the Black Ops 4 world. They are doing it again, ladies and gentlemen. I am super excited to bring you this information, and we are once again going to get a Call of Duty comic series. They are finally bringing them back, guys. I'm super excited because it's going to be for our new cast of characters. And the best part is this one is going to be a prequel, so we're going to get it a little bit sooner than when the game releases, which is going to give us a little bit of background information into our new characters, the new setting. Hopefully it'll tie a lot of the new storyline that we're going to experience during gameplay and bring it into perspective for us. It's really cool that we're going to see it as a prequel this time, as opposed to after the games have been released. And who knows, maybe they'll throw in some things that's going to help us solve gameplay, or things during gameplay. Maybe they'll throw in some ciphers just like they did in the last one. Maybe we'll get a loading screen at the end of each one just like we did in the last series. That'll be really, really cool to see, and to see how the community rallies around it again to solve and to piece together this puzzle. I know in an interview Jason Blundell did, he said that he was going to put a challenge out to the community to piece together this timeline before Treyarch had to do it. And that's a huge challenge to us, and it's really cool that they're going to give us these utensils and these tools ahead of time to put those pieces of the puzzle together and see if the community can rally like we did before and solve this timeline. Now, as you guys can see here, I do have the cover put in the video for you. You can take a look at it right here for a little while. I also will have a link in the description so you can go down and view it. It's really blown up. It'll also have this description that I'm about to read out, but this is all that we have, guys. We do not have any more information besides the release date and this cover. So it's a really, really interesting cover. We're going to break it down in just a second here, but this is the description that we have that goes along with the cover. Meet the brand new cast of characters from this year's Call of Duty Zombies offering in this prequel. The year is 1910, the place is Morocco, and there is a job that needs doing. The man to do it, a commanding officer in the French Foreign Legion. The prize, an artifact of unspeakable power. The price, more than he bargained for. And I mean, that just sets it up to be a phenomenal read in itself. I mean, we know that obviously we've seen in trailers they're going after this artifact. It looks to be like in this cover we have our character Shaw standing in the background. He looks a little off. I mean, it could be Shaw, it could be a different character, but he seems to be holding the completed artifact. But that staff, it's just driving me insane. It's the only big clue we have in this cover as to what's going to be going on or what is going to be a leading force in this series. So let's break down this cover a little bit now, guys. First and foremost, obviously we see our lead character. I'm assuming it's our character of Bruno, as he is our only French character that we have in the game so far. So I'm just going to take a stab in the dark and let's say that that's our guy Bruno. Looks very similar to Bruno in the trailers as well, so we can kind of tie those pieces together. Now, I don't know if that's Shaw in the background. It does look similar to him. It could be him, it could be somebody else, but if it is, I'm wondering if they were together and then it's going to be like the first comic series where they all tend to meet in the beginning and then they become one cohesive unit throughout, or if it's going to be an individual series about each character and maybe provide some background into each character and how they ended up in this place that they did, whether it be Nine, Voyage of Despair, or in the situation that they all are in currently. So there's that one. We do know that it's set in Morocco. As I said, I don't know if Shaw's in the background or not, but it does really seem to be him. I'm kind of convinced that it's going to be him, but we'll have to see when we get the read. Obviously, we have our French flags waving in the background. We have a little bit of army in the back, and I'm assuming that those are the soldiers that came with Bruno as he was sent in to retrieve this artifact. So he obviously had to have probably some people with him. I'm assuming that's who it is. But who is this guy in his hands? Who is the guy that Bruno is interrogating, beating up? Why is he doing it? That's the big question here, is what is going on in that little scene right there? Is this the guy that maybe has the artifact? Is he hiding it? It seems like Shaw has it in the background. So why is Bruno, so angry and so aggressively interrogating this guy in the forefront of our picture? That's a big question that I think we're going to have to solve, and a big question that's going to tie a lot of things together for us later on in the game. This comic is releasing September 5th, 2018. I will be covering it on the channel. I also will have a link where you can pre-order it in the description down below. I'm very, very excited for this. This is some huge news, guys. I cannot wait to bring this to the channel. I cannot wait to see what they're going to bring to us, what kind of information we're going to gain from these comics, and how it's going to tie us into the story. So we're going to leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for coming out. If you haven't already, make sure you smash that like button, and we will see y'all next time. Stay swaggy, my friends.
Invincible.